What's up guys, it's Dylan, and today I'm going over my 2023 chest routine. Now this first little part you're going to see on the screen here in a second isn't actually part of the workout, but it's something I do before all chest workouts. It's a little warm-up I do with these dumbbells, and essentially I just pick up the 5-pound dumbbells, kind of shake them back and forth with my hand, kind of wake my shoulder up, get some blood in the muscle. You'll see I do lateral raises, forward raises, you can even get a little bit of rear delts in there, but at this point I'm basically just trying to make sure I've moved my shoulder through at least all ranges of motion at least once, so when I start lifting with the dumbbells for the incline press and the flat press, I'm not going to accidentally tweak something. But yeah, I'd recommend doing something like that before all your workouts. So first up, I like to start with the incline dumbbell press. Now like I said in my last video, I recommend that you change up the order of your exercises in your workout. But me personally, I've always lacked in the upper chest, so typically I like to put the incline dumbbell press in the beginning of the routine just so I can hit it fresh and really focus on getting stronger on that one specific movement, because I think that's where I'm lacking overall in the chest right now, so I'm going to put that extra emphasis on that. So as I'm doing these reps, you can see I am going pretty deep into the range of motion, which you don't necessarily have to go that deep. Depending on your own shoulder mobility, I would just go to whatever's comfortable. I think everyone's going to have a slightly different form, but you'll definitely notice that while it is deep, it's consistent. So every time I'm doing it the same way. So I'd recommend finding whatever feels good for you, whatever feels like you're getting the most activation with, and then sticking with that form as you go up in weight. You should be able to do all 10 reps with pretty much the same form, and you shouldn't really have to compromise your form to go up in weight. Otherwise, you probably need to just stay at that weight until you built up a little more muscle. Next up, we have dumbbell flies. Now you can also do these on the fly machine. I'm sure you're familiar with the one where you kind of sit down and they have the handles on either side and you can compress your chest forward while you're sitting upright. I personally prefer to do them with dumbbells just because I can have a little bit more individualized range of motion, and as you'll see in some of these reps, I do kind of let the dumbbells go all the way down to the floor and just kind of stretch the chest out. I will say if you haven't been working out for very long or you are newer to the gym, I would recommend doing this movement on the machine as opposed to the dumbbells, just because there's nothing really preventing your shoulder from getting pulled all the way to the floor if the weight's too much. But if you are confident and you kind of know the weight, it's a nice way to kind of stretch the chest out and get a little extra blood into the chest. And then this kind of goes without saying, but obviously you don't need a ton of weight for this exercise. You can see I'm doing with 15 pounds here, and that's plenty enough to get the kind of work I need from that exercise. Next up, we have standard flat dumbbell press. Not much to say about this one besides just, again, watching the form. With this kind of exercise, just find what feels best, what feels like you're getting the most chest activation. You're not at risk of hurting yourself, and you can replicate that form over and over again. And you'll just get stronger over time, and it's pretty much as simple as that. Next up, we have shoulder dumbbell press. Now, I know shoulder press isn't typically something you do on a chest day, just because it's more shoulders and not really chest. But like I said earlier in the video, I am kind of lacking in my upper chest area, and there's definitely a good bit of crossover between your upper chest and your shoulders when you're doing any kind of overhead pressing. And one thing I like to do with some of my workouts is kind of throw in a muscle group that's near or kind of related to that muscle group I'm working out, just to kind of wake the muscle up. Not really train it too hard, just a set of 3x10, just to get a little training in. For example, whenever I'm doing back, sometimes I might throw in one set of biceps or something just to kind of get a little muscle stimulation, even though I'm not working that muscle group primarily on that day, just to kind of keep the muscle active. For the last exercise, we're just doing some regular body weight dips, and I just like to do one set of as many as I can do. And that's about it for the workout, guys. It's not anything too crazy, but it's just what I'm going to be doing for the most of 2023 to build up my chest. I will be making more workout videos soon for my arms and then eventually my legs once they've been rehabbed enough. But that's about it for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Have a good